word on right here. Fluency and structure. Can anybody tell me what fluency is? Fluency is simply how well and natural. Oh yeah, go ahead. Nguyen, welcome. What is fluency?
Fluency is the way you speak like natural people, like how use word, linking words or vocab of, and we use that like more naturally, like people in this. Yeah.
That's it. Well done. Right? It's how well you can speak, and you use the word naturally, how naturally one can speak, and how well your listener can understand what you are saying. And that comes from structure and the fluency. Vocabulary, obviously, you know. We're going to have a vocabulary game later today. It's kind of fun. Do you guys know BUＱI? Have you guys played this before?
Oh yes.
You know this one? Have you done, which ones have you done? Have you done the egg hunt one? Have you done all of them?
Gold Quest.
Gold Quest? Okay, what else?
Coffee. Cafe.
Cafe. Okay, the cafe is kind of boring. I don't really like the cafe one.
Maybe racing.
And say that again?
Racing.
Ooh. Oh, racing. You've tried racing. All right. Yeah. There's Crypto Hack, pretty fun. Monster Brawl, it's a good one player, and I also like Gold Quest as well. But Egg Hunt is also pretty decent there. So we're gonna play that after. But right now, yes, grammar, pronunciation, and for this, when I'm listening to you speak, right, I hope I can give you some pointers to improve your overall pronunciation. So let's get into our first slide here. Our first word, if. It's a simple word, but it will make such a difference when you are on your IELTS final or IELTS test. Let's give an example here. Use if to talk about cause and effect. If I don't get enough sleep, that's the cause. The effect, I will feel terrible the next day. Let's go to maybe who can read this? Lam, can you read the next one?
What?
Oh, Lam, can you read this for us? No. If the sun is out, can you see my screen? Oh yeah, good. Nguyen, go ahead, Nguyen.
If the sun is out, my house warms up quickly.
Excellent. Next one.
If people start recycling, it can make a lot of difference. I don't see the word.
Oh, sorry. It can make a big difference. Excellent. And sorry, Lam, I thought you were a student. That's and all right, so now, Nguyen, can you give us your own sentence? And I want everybody to do this. Everybody, could you make your own sentence with if? If I do this, then this will happen. If this happens, then this will happen. Can we all take time? to make our own sentence. And then we can share together. Quinya? Nya, are you here?
Yes.
Great. Could you give us a sentence using the if combination? If I do this, then this will happen. Or if this happens, yeah, go ahead.
If I keep studying, I will finish my homework in an hour.
Perfect. Think of a question, a common question. How can you be better at school? Well, there's many ways I can be better at school. First of all, if I do my homework faster, I can finish quicker. I can make myself study longer, right? This is a great combination to use in many different situations. Terrific. So remember this, cause and effect. Next one, if, to criticize. Does everybody know what the word criticize means? If, to criticize.
Hey, can you send the word to the chat?
Criticize. I actually think I know this Vietnamese word. Tell me if I'm saying it right. Is it chi chik? Is that right, everybody? Chi chik? Scrutinize, you could also say.
What?
Okay, I'm trying to speak Vietnamese to you. Chi chik.
Okay.
Okay, that's criticize. So now, who can read this? Ah, Anh Huang. Anh Huang, are you there?
Yeah.
Great. Please go ahead and read for us.
If people exercise more, then maybe they did be healthier.
Exactly.
If education systems were better, more people could understand this.
Absolutely.
If business care more about environment, I guess that we will be in a better position.
Great reading. First one, who are we criticizing?
I think the people, if people exercise more.
Yeah, the people who don't exercise. Yeah, excellent. Who are we criticizing here?
The education system.
Perfect. And finally, who are we criticizing in this one? Businesses. That's right. So with this in mind, everybody, let's take time to now criticize.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah? Who do you want to criticize? Nguyen, who do you want to criticize? You can even criticize yourself. If only I didn't eat all that spicy chicken, right? Maybe my stomach wouldn't hurt so much.
So many people. So many people.
Say again?
I have too many people, too much people to choose.
All right, you have so many people to criticize. You don't know who to think of. That's a good one. It's well, yeah, we'll try to start somewhere. It could be anywhere. Oh, Nguyen, by the way, did you watch the parade?
What can you talk
The
more
parade on May 9th.
about? Sometimes.
The parade. Okay, yeah, I watched some highlights, right? And it was pretty good. The stand against fascism, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, there's okay, yeah,
do you know in 13 April.
Say that again, Zoe.
13 April. You know,
the 30th of April, of course.
In Vietnam.
Thống nhất, chúc mừng thống nhất.
Thống nhất đất nước.
Yeah, thống nhất đất nước. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an important day.
Yeah. You can see many handsome guys in there.
That's good. Well, I think. Oh no, Nya disappeared. Oh great. Well, did you think? Can you give me who do you want us to criticize here?
I like I like everyone, so I don't like to choose someone to criticize. Everyone is perfect.
All right. Okay. So if only I did my work better, maybe people wouldn't criticize me. Sure. Right. What about this one here? If people.
Oh, you talk. I listen.
Okay, sure. If people want to solve these problems, they would need to demand and change their leaders. So now we're offering solutions to problems. And remember, a solution is how we can fix a problem. If people want to change, they need some sacrifices. If I studied with VNUIS, I would pass my IELTS. This is the solution. This is a problem. Right? So using if in these different combinations to produce the best results. Okay. Can you remember these?
Okay.
Okay, great. Now let's look at a question. How can people improve their health? This is a common IELTS question.
Oh, like IELTS part 1.
IELTS part 1.
Yeah. Many ways to improve our health.
Try to use if in your answer.
If. Oh, okay. Give me a minute.
Sure. Yeah. Take your time. I'm here. When you're ready, let me hear. I hope some others will join us, but if not, we will just carry on.
Me and you.
Yeah, me and you, exactly. Were you with Miss Lian yesterday?
Yeah.
Good. How many students were in that session?
Maybe 16 to 17, and the highest is 20.
20. Okay, that's pretty good. That's what our first lesson was like, but not this one. Quite not a lot of people here.
I think the The reason for this is, you are people are from international people, and people in Vietnam is really unconfident. You know that.
Ooh.
So people in Vietnam are not like to talk or discuss something with the people they don't really
really no, then that's, but in the IELTS, this is the perfect time to practice your speaking. This is the time. This is right, because if you can talk with me, you can talk with anybody. And in fact, it will boost your confidence. That's the whole point of having an international teacher, right? Is so you can get confident and accustomed talking to somebody from a different country. And that's all right. Well, I hope they can join back. But yeah, if not, it's gonna be me and you. So have you thought about this answer?
The answer is if I don't smoke, I won't get sick.
Yeah. So let's put this in a full, maybe give an introduction.
Okay.
Well, there are many ways that people can improve their health. First, there's so many ways. First, if they can exercise. If they do 10 minutes of exercise every day, they will see themselves get stronger.
Okay.
Additionally, secondly, if they stopped smoking, then they would not get sick. It's really easy to be healthy. It just takes some time and some discipline.
I know.
Great. Okay, your turn.
Okay. So I use this question before is there are so many ways to improve my health. The first one is don't smoke.
Don't smoke, absolutely.
The second time is if I have free time, for example, in the summer, in the morning I can ride the bike or maybe exercise in my home. And after that, in the morning, if I have more time to do, I like going to the park or swim, a pool to swim, to practice the street. Yeah, so many ways I give you two ways to improve their health. So
perfect.
yeah.
Oh, that's it. That's a little bit longer. So, right, even just think of like the perfect for part one questions, maybe even like this long. Can you read this for me? Yours was a little bit longer than this, and that's okay. But can you read this for me now, VN?
I think that is pretty simple. Firstly, you need to exercise. Of course, if you do about 30 minutes a day of exercise, it will keep you fit. Staying healthy is actually pretty easy. If people weren't so lazy, they would be much fitter. I mean, if you want to get fit, you need to get off couch and go for a walk.
Terrific. And this word is fitter. Be much fitter. Fitter means more healthy. Now with this word, let's move on to this. Use more to extend your ideas. The more I study, the more my test results improve. The more we invest in energy research, the sooner we can start solving global warming.
Yeah.
That's right. Would you agree? Can you read this one for us?
The faster children develop healthier eating habits, the less likely they will grow up to suffer from diet-related diseases. You talk the last word.
Oh, you can
Diseases.
say diseases. If even here, let me disease says. Can you say that?
Diseases. Disease.
Yeah, perfect. Diseases.
Yeah.
And what is a disease?
Like I don't know how to talk in English to translate to Vietnamese.
Okay, it's like,
It's,
well, is it a good thing? Is a disease a good thing?
Maybe no.
Maybe no. I would say definitely no. Disease, unless, yeah, it's usually a disease is something, more, I don't see where it could be, but it will make you sick and could even kill you, right? So like lung disease, heart disease, like cancer. Cancer is a disease.
Yeah.
So this is more and faster. Well, this word here. Can we prepare this one? What is more important in your job? The work you do or the people you work with?
Oh my God. This is IELTS question for part 3.
Yeah, part 3. And part 3 is, again, the most important. They're all important, but part 3 is where the examiner will determine how high you can get. So think of this. Then we can look at the answer given together.
To walk into the for me, if so I would like to choose the people I work with because that if the people not like help me to do when I have some things very difficult, the percentage of success will goes down. And I think the most important when you work in the company is a teamwork. Yeah, so we need people who are interested in this work. They help me, and this guy will help me to improve the project to done, and maybe help me to maybe teach me or like to talk to me some things really funny to improve the emotion. So I think that the people I work with is very very important, like more than the work you do. And I talk more about is if the work I do is really request people must be alone to do. It's really easy for me, but for some of like finance or maybe some literature, I think maybe teamwork is important.
Yeah. Excellent. And you had there's one word. It was all very clear. Could you say this word for me? This, yes. Can you say this for me?
Percentage.
Yeah, say that G, the G at the end, the J. Percentage. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it will. The percentage will decrease. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And yours was much longer than the answer given, but it was so good. Remembering to use more. It's definitely the peeper. The nicer and more helpful your colleagues are, the more fun you will have at work.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. This is kind of a fun one. Use to and the like this. Can you read this sentence?
I went to the gym yesterday.
Yeah.
I would go to the library at school. And I took the train to the zoo. To the zoo.
There, to the zoo.
To the zoo. Yeah.
Yes. And you're just saying the. Exactly. Yeah. And that sounded right. And right, it's the ta, the is and the ta the.
Father.
There.
like father.
Yeah, like father. Yeah, it's
Father.
more of yeah, father, other. Yeah, it changes the accent and it makes you sound a little bit more crisp, increasing your pronunciation overall there. With this, which you give an idea. You could say, learn.
Okay.
Do you kind of understand? The idea would be, you can say any idea.
Okay.
Exercising every day, which is important because it allows me to have more energy in my work. Something like this. I like to drink beer, which is unfortunate because my belly is getting bigger.
Oh, okay.
And that's not true. Well, yeah, so that's so how about you? We're gonna have one with not this. There.
Oh my God. Playing football, which is important because this sport will help you to improve the strength and improve the skills.
Absolutely. Improve what was the first thing you said? Again, pronunciation.
Strength.
Yes, there we go. This is strength.
Yeah, strength.
Yeah, and that's the TH for so many, for a lot of people, this is a hard sound to make. So strength, yes, it will build your strength.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, excellent. And welcome. Antoine, are you here?
Oh. Because
Maybe, okay,
we,
maybe it's
we,
okay. Well,
we
okay. Well, maybe he's just getting warmed up. That's fine. Now, how about this one? Idea which is unfortunate. Something that is unfortunate. Unfortunate being not lucky. Something that maybe isn't very beneficial or positive. You could say
playing games.
good. What about playing games?
Not lucky is because game is too funny and we use money to buy some clothes or skin in there.
Okay, so I really like playing this game, which is unfortunate because I even spend money to buy skins in this game, right? You can say something like this. I love playing this game, which is unfortunate because I spend too much time and money playing it. Yeah, that's a good one. That's where later today we're going to be talking actually about not that. This got so many tabs. We're going to be actually talking a little bit about games later. Should we look at it right now? Let's look at some of these questions now.
Oh,
Some words. Okay, so we got some Vietnamese words. Immersive.
immersive.
Yeah. Do you know this
Immersive.
word? Immersive. That sounds good. And
Avatar.
say that again.
Immerse.
Immersive.
Immersive.
Excellent, right? An immersive game is where you're deeply connected with it. It's like you're in the game. Think of when you immerse yourself in water. You're covering yourself with water. It's same with the game where you're just so much mentally or emotionally into the game based on graphics or story or action. This word, avatar. Do you have an avatar?
Yeah. Avatar is very important when someone are trying to understand my profile.
Very good. Can they look at your avatar and understand who you are by looking at it?
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. Simulation. This is a big one.
Too popular.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about simulation right now.
Yeah.
And when you play a video game, do you use a controller?
No, I use my hand to for example, when I play some games like PUBG or maybe some football games like football, I like to use my finger to use my like a footballer to control the
Okay.
ball. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just using your finger on a phone or on a computer?
I like most game in my iPad.
On your iPad. All right. So it's like a big phone, essentially. Yeah, that's all right, great. And lag. Oh no. What happens when you're playing games and there's a lag? Does that ever happen to you?
The Wi-Fi is disconnect when
Yeah, disconnecting. Yes. Lags. Oh no.
I'm
Quan
so
Hui? Let's ask Quan Hui. Quan Hui, do you play games?
Yes, I do play games.
All right. What happens when there's a lag? What do you do when your game lags?
Well, when a game lags, there are many possibilities. One of one of the most what is common results of lag could be that we could disconnect from the game or a decrease in our performance in the game. And also, it could affect the visuals of the games and the characters. It will also delay the interactions of everyone that is playing, or even the characters or so-called NPCs in the games.
Terrific. Yeah, the interactions between other players or even NPCs. Brilliant. Do you guys prefer multiplayer games or solo games?
For me, I prefer multiplayer games when I'm feeling kind of like I want to try new things with people, try to improve my teamwork abilities with people. And sometimes I do play solo games or more overly horror games, so I can what is it?
So you can
understand what to do in crucial moments.
Oh, yikes. Okay, that's are there any multiplayer horror games, I wonder?
There are certainly a lot of multiplayer horror games. I could list a few like Dead by Daylight and Identity 5. Those are one of the most popular games. There are other multiplayer horror games, but it is not very known. And or some it's on other games.
Okay, terrific. Now, Nguyen, do you know any of those games he mentioned?
I think the game is when people I think is PUBG.
Oh, PUBG. All right. That's is that a team? Is that a multiplayer game, PUBG?
We can multiplayer, solo, duo, and like we can solo squad.
Solo squad. All right. So that means you're in a squad, but you're
1vs4. 1vs4.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Terrific. And Hui, do you ever play any PUBG?
It's been a few years since I last played, but I did play it, so I have some experience.
Okay, terrific. Yeah, no, I've heard that game before. I know some friends and students like to play it, but I've never really had the time or the well, I guess I had, everybody has, you can make time, but I just never played it before. So that's something that I could do. Leaderboard. Oh no, addiction. Why do you guys think video games can be addictive? Are they addictive? Maybe to you they're not, but why does for so many people they are addictive? Kwan Hui, go ahead.
It's addictive for many reasons. One of the most popular reason is it's an escape from reality, to escape from the harsh realities of our lives and to enjoy and have fun. For me specifically, I do play it majorly for fun and just for fun, to be honest, but there are some times that I do play to find people to talk with, and consequently I improve on learning English by speaking to them and reading how they type.
All right, excellent. So back to the addiction, it's to escape reality, you said. Oops. I was typing, but nothing. Reality, good. But for you, you like to play games to socialize. Is that what you said? Socialize and learn English? Develop your English skills? You could even say, let's even use the word sharpen. Right? What about you, Nguyen? Why do you think people can become addicted to video games? Is it the same as we or something different?
I agree with we, and I will support more the reason. I
But you don't
think
support?
I will talk more so many reasons.
All right. So you agree with we, but you want to talk more about a lot of different reasons. All right. Good intro.
I think the most reason for this is like I said in that game before, PUBG. They give me so many beautiful skin and clothes,
Okay.
and people like to use their own money. Like they can use that money to pay for their life, to eat, to cook something, to buy something. But they didn't do that. They just use their money to play games. And when they realize that I just forgot the money too, and I just paying for the game is very terrible.
So you could say that you're spending real money on the game, and is it, what do you get? You know, dopamine?
Yeah.
You get a dopamine rush?
Can you
What is
this word?
You don't know this word? This is a good word. Because this is every time we get. Do you know what dopamine is? Could you explain? Or is this a new word to you too? All right, well, dopamine is a chemical. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Yeah. I'd rather have you.
From what I know, dopamine is like a chemical that reacts in your brain when you see something like. From what I know, it's probably from something like something cute or something that gives you a rush of playing something fun. Wait, no,
Something
that's
fun. And
adrenaline. That's adrenaline.
adrenaline's a bit different. Adrenaline is meant to keep you alive. Your adrenaline will pump. You're doing a horror game and adrenaline will go because it's either fight or flight. You run away, right? That's what your adrenaline's doing. Dopamine is still a chemical made into from our endocrine system, and it's the happiness chemical. It is what makes you happy, and it's meant to reward your brain when you do something good. So think of this. You have dopamine when you get a good grade on a test. Oh, you get dopamine when you finish something, when you complete something. Doesn't it feel good? Even if you just cleaned your room and you look at it and you're like, nice, right? Or you get a score, or even you do 10 push-ups. Yeah, you feel good. That's a dopamine. Somebody gives you a compliment. Oh, you look good today. Oh, thanks, right? That's dopamine. But we can also make it artificial. And that's why it's so, even social media on our phones, when you get likes and swiping, right? It's this flash, getting those little hits of a dopamine to pull you into an addiction. So once you know that, though, you can then kind of take a step back and I guess examine yourself and say, okay, is this really good for me? Why am I doing this? Why am I looking at my phone at 3 in the morning? Right? That's that dopamine hits. It's like, no, I'm put it down. I'm gonna go to sleep now. So that's addiction. Competitive, escape from reality. You had it there. Terrific. Now, let's go into some questions here. I want to take you some time. Oh, can I zoom in? Oh, yeah, there we go. Uh-huh. Oh, I zoomed too much. There. Do you enjoy playing video games? Why or why not? Let's get an introduction. So I always like the peel approach. Intro, point, explain, example, link. Right here. So take some time. I'm going to shut my camera off in case I yawn. You don't need to see my mouth. Right here. So do you enjoy playing video games? Why or why not? What types of games do you find most interesting? When did you first start playing games? Do you prefer mobile games or console PC games? So think about these questions, and I want to hear from both of you. If we have another member of the class, Nguyen Huang Eng Tuan, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. I'm glad you're here. Can we look at these questions? And how about this? We can even start with one each. Tuan, which question do you want to try to answer?
I don't enjoy playing video game because
Good.
I don't like playing in game.
Can you
I don't like
that
it.
was your you don't like it. Okay. So that was your intro and your point. Excellent. Now, can you explain why don't you like it? Think of reasons, right? These all.
I don't have many time with game.
Yes, there it is. Now give me an example. Okay, so I don't like playing games because I don't have a lot of time for games. Now give me an example. Why don't you have time to play games?
Because I like read chuyện tu tiên.
I like to read.
Read book. Yeah.
Reading books. Okay.
Yes.
You like to read books, and what did you say? Chatut Tien?
Is a
Is it a book you're reading right now?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so I like to read books, and then finally link it. Why is reading books better than playing video games? Why is reading books more rewarding or beneficial than video games? You're almost there. So you gave a really good intro point. You explained, gave an example. Now link. What is that? The connection. Is it ketnoi? Find the connection. Yeah. Books don't hurt your eyes. Maybe books you can benefit, and it prepares you for the future by increasing your knowledge. Nice one, Tuan. Nguyen, which question do you want to pick?
I'll pick question number 2.
Number 2, great. What types of games do you find most interesting? And right, there's many types, so you can put that in your intro. Well, there's many types of games, but the most interesting ones are...
Well, for me personally, I find choice-dependent games are really interesting. It's like everything that will happen and can happen might not happen if you choose a decision. It's like about a butterfly effect thing. If you, a decision you made before will affect the game and will result in the game having many endings, or just some choices will be deleted. And for me personally, well, I've been playing a game that it's called Life is Strange. It's about a girl. It's about a girl that suddenly have a power to revert back time by like a minute or so. But the more she uses it, the more catastrophe that happens. First, it's barely noticeable. It's like snow, but something weird it is that it's in a, there will be an a tornado that will be happening at the Friday because she used her power to save her ex-best friend life from getting shot in a school.
Wow.
So at the end, she had to choose to either it's like a trolley problem. She either has to sacrifice her friend for the entire town or the entire town for her friend.
And all right, so then, and depending on what path you choose, it will be different different outcomes. What type of game is that? What would you classify that game?
I would classify it as a choice dependent RPG kind of game.
Okay, choice dependent RPG. All right, well that sounds pretty interesting. And did you end up saving your friend or letting the town get destroyed? What did you choose?
I ended up saving my friend.
You
I don't
saved
know.
your friend. Oh,
I didn't know much about the others.
all right. Oh, that's well, that's on morality. What does that say about yourself? You know, maybe you're willing to make sacrifices for those who you love, and that's all right. That's fair.
It feels selfish.
Yeah, selfish. Well, saving a friend, yeah, that people might say it's selfish, but that's maybe not. We could get into this philosophically, but let's not go there today. But I think thank you for sharing, and maybe other people would probably do the same too. And let's hope your friend would do the same to you. That's it. All right. Nguyen, which one do you wanna? You can have all 4 to choose from.
I choose so many questions.
Yeah, just pick one.
I think number 4.
That's it. Do you prefer mobile games or console PC games? All right.
I think mobile games and PC games is really related. And but I think that for I like more. let me say again.
Okay, yeah. Take a step back. Well, remember always taking a deep breath in. Well, let me think about this. I definitely prefer mobile games because
I like to play mobile games because mobile games give me many skills. Like the first one is the eye skills and finger skills. For example, for games like I said before, is PUBG, we use the eyes to see the enemies, and we use the fingers to use their gun to shoot, or maybe we can contact like eyes and fingers. The second is we think that the PC game give me like PUBG. PUBG in PC is more realized. Like we can use more like we the gun is more good, and I think that the reflex the FPS is more better than we play in mobile games.
Terrific. Yeah, that's the eye and finger. You could say eye and finger coordination. Coordination, right? Where you can coordinate your fingers and your eyes, right there. I think two O's, one R. There, and your reflexes as well, developing your reflex skills. Cool. That's let's move to part 2. Now, describe a video game you enjoy playing. All right, so this might be an easy one for Hui and LUYện. And Tuan, you still have to answer this question, because it's not, you will be getting a question that you don't know anything about or that doesn't interest you, right? Sometimes it's, what's your favorite flower? I apologize, my limited vocabulary, so I cannot provide a complete answer. Not a problem, Tuan. We are here just to talk, and we're here to support you and get you familiar with these questions, getting you familiar talking with a foreigner. That's why we're here. So not a problem at all. And if any of you are having a difficult time understanding me, I'm happy to repeat myself or explain in more detail. So just let me know, right? So for this one, describe a video game you enjoy playing. Maybe your introduction, Tuan, will be, well, honestly, this is a difficult question for me because I don't really like playing video games. I think video games are a waste of time. But if I had to choose, right, you can say it like that. But if I had to choose, it could be the same with an answer like, what's your favorite flower? Well, I don't really know much about flowers. I think they're kind of expensive, and I don't really spend a lot of time around flowers. But if I had to choose, I would say a rose, because that's the only flower I know, right? You can say, and then you must go on and explain about the rose. So try your best. You have 1 minute, everybody, to get this question ready, and I will get the wheel. Do you guys know the wheel? The wheel for this one here. So we have Juan, LUYện, and Hui. Okay, so not that. I got 3 of these tabs open. Okay. You have a minute to prepare this question, gentlemen. And then we're going to work through how to give it answered. Remember PHảo and trying to also With part 2 questions, you're telling a story. So remember, you're telling a story from the past. So just remember the transitions of when you're talking in the past, in the present, and looking forward to the future. So try to include that in your part 2 answer of the past. All right. 1 minute. Please prepare your answer. And then we'll spin everybody. All right, gentlemen, how you doing? You can write down notes to help yourself. Let's spin. Oh. Which one? Ah, and it's we. Oh, I clicked the wrong button there. All right, Hui. When you're ready, I'm gonna go to there. Describe a video game you enjoy playing.
So for one of the most interesting video I find is a game called Until Dawn. It was released back in 2015, and till this day I'm still playing it for fun, even though I've already completed all the endings. It's another choice-dependent game, but it's a horror one. It's about a group of friends going back to a mountain, a lodge to be specific, on a mountain called Blackwoods Mountain, that is owned by one of their friends. A tragic thing that happened a year ago was that the said friend sisters died because there was like a monster called a Wendigo, or more specifically a Machu Picchu, which is literally just mean big teeth, a thing with big teeth. And a year later, the friends go back to the lodge and they find that they're being chased around by a psycho, which is actually their dead friend, who actually turned into the Wendigo by consuming human flesh. The thing I really like about it, the most important thing, is that it's another butterfly effect game, that one character's death can affect the game entirely. Like, one of the characters that can't die till the end, named Samantha Giddings, is needed for the end because they are required to killed the Macapichu or Wendigo or their dead friend to survive. And here's the thing about it. She has the choice to either save them, save her friends, or let them die by burning up the lodge.
Ooh. Sounds sinister.
They're actually really guilty, except for a few of them. Sam isn't guilty of anything, but the group was guilty of pushing Hannah, the guy that owned the mountain's sister, out by pulling a prank that would expose her body like nude and stuff. Then the other sister named Beth went out to the snow with that to find her sister, where she ran off because she was really embarrassed.
Oh. It's
really interesting.
All right, sounds, and again from last lesson, whenever you want to say interesting, I want you to say it's very compelling. Right? It's a compelling game. Right? It's just a lot stronger than the word interesting, and by saying replacing compelling with interest, or replacing interesting with compelling, it will improve your vocab skills. Fantastic. That again, a lot of big grammar and vocab in there. The story of the Wendigo, that's actually a Canadian myth. Do you know that?
Yes, in the game, it's very noted that the American native that came there before us, for them, that actually had like symbols of dream catchers and stuff to like seal the with the spirits of the Wendigo away. It's a common misconception that Wendigos actually have ear horns and deer body parts, but it's just a mutated human, to be exact.
Yeah, and that's it. It would be, well, think of winters, really, really cold. There's no food, and then the spirit comes on you because you get so hungry that you choose to eat somebody. And that's when they say you turn into the ghost or the demon if you eat human flesh. And that's but for a lot of people, for Canadians in the winter, that sometimes was a reality. And it interesting concept to the game. Definitely. Butterfly effect. Fantastic. Nguyen, Tuan, would you like to go? Don't worry, Hui is obviously very skilled, and I hope you're listening to him, but don't be intimidated. We are here to help you and listen to you, and I'm taking down notes as I'm listening to you. Nguyen, would you like to try?
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Okay, I was waiting for that. Okay, let's take yeah, ding. Ooh. And it is, oh, you got lucky. Nguyen. Or actually, maybe no. Tuan's the lucky one. He's the one that gets to speak. All right, Tuan, are you ready? Let's go with here. I know it might be tough because you don't like video games, but this is the perfect time to try to answer a question that's not your interest.
I think in the past, games were mostly physical or simple board games like chess or badminton, card game or sport. Today, games include not only physical or board game but also video game, online game, mobile game, and even really game. In the future, I think game might become even more advanced using technology like really AR, AI, and fully immersive virtual work. However, the basic idea, an activity with rule for fun or challenge, will stay the same. I think it.
Hey, terrific. Whether advancement or not, I think the challenge and the enjoyment will stay the same. What a good ending. Your introduction. I want you to start. One, again, I told this to the other, I keep telling it to you. Start your sentence with well. Rather than saying, and then you start speaking, take a deep breath in. Well, there's been a lot of games in the physical sense, like badminton, board games, chess, but it moved on to video games. And as technology increases, it will continue to improve and advance. You mentioned a game, AR. What is AR? Can you say the full word to AR?
ARE, artificial intelligence.
Well, that's AI. So did you say, I heard you say AR, and that's augmented reality. So there's that AI, artificial intelligence, but augmented reality, that's going to be a new thing where, do you guys know Pokemon Go? Have you heard of that? That's an example of augmented reality, right? And where you're in reality, you're walking around, but then you see something on your phone that is not there. That's the augmented part. And this is important because some schools are learning this as a learning tool. And more augments in our reality are taking place, right? There can be new business opportunities and even different ways of learning in the future. So I like it that you said that. And you said immersive. Very good. You used one of our vocabularies. Immersive, and the challenges still remain. Another tip is just when you're saying the words, say the ends of this word. Can you say this word one more time? Juan, can you say that word? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Advanced, right? Saying the ends of these words here. Terrific. All right. Should we spin? Well done, Tuan. Okay.
No.
Oh, and it's Nguyen. All right. There it is. Good.
No.
Right. And this is you. Please describe a video game you enjoy playing.
Um,
Oh, sorry. Let me just see. I still haven't thought of an answer. Oh, please continue. Let's. Because sometimes I go too fast. Oh, so wait a moment first, Nguyen.
okay.
And Tuan, what's your answer? All right, well, Tuan, we can, whenever you want to answer, you just put up your hand, and then we can move on. Because I want us to get through a full section. But whenever you want to say anything, or you have anything, you just put up your hand. Let me know. Perfect. Thanks, Sarah. Last one, Nguyen. Go right ahead. Describe a video game you enjoy playing.
I enjoy playing PUBG in the past, and I am still playing it now. It is battle royale games where the players fight to be the last one standing. In the past, I used to play it every day with my friends, but now I play it a few times a week due to the busy schedule, the time, and we team up and try to survive on the launch map, prepare and fight for the weapons and subscribe. What the things I like in the PUBG is the way people take care together. And I have to think carefully about where to land, how to pick a gun carefully, and when to help other players when have a battle with the other teams. And playing PUBG in the past make me feel so excited and interested as is, and now it still give me a adrenaline when I win a match to make a great player. And in the future, I think that the game should be have a more new version, new update, and trying to improve the map, the gun, or maybe try to out the new string lines with my friends.
Terrific. At the end, bringing it to the future, right? Well, you're doing grammatical range, right? And that is really important there. So, yeah, terrific. Start your sentence at the beginning of your answer well, right? Give it a little bit of an intro, but you could just jump right into it. A game I enjoy is I like to play lots of games, but if I had to choose the one I like the most, it would have to be PUBG. And talking about the teammates, and in the past you would really get excited, but still sometimes you play, and in the future you're hoping for more updates. And you also told me about why you like playing it and what the game was actually about. Yeah. Terrific, good answer there. All three of you, right? You had very different answers from each one of you, but your grammar, pronunciation, you're ranging from a 5.5, 5.6, even up to a 7 in some portions. So abstract. These are abstract questions. You could even think of them as big essay, or like a big question, big decision, abstract questions. Are video games harmful or helpful to society? We do a brainstorm. Let's do the first one together a little bit. What are ways that these games are harmful to society? How are they helpful? Should we do harmful first? One reason. Tuan, why are games harmful to society? You can just give me one word, and we're just brainstorming right now. We?
You talking about me?
Yeah. What is one reason why video games are harmful to today's society?
Video games are harmful to society because it affects the minds of the children or people playing it by, well, let's just say it's because of blue light. Blue light emits from the phone. It hurts our eyes and could affect our sleeping schedule and could lead to some changes in the society. And it would also lead to some children attempting things being done in video games, and that would maybe cost them their lives or so.
Right. We'll take a step back. You went from blue light for children acting out.
I can change the topic in record time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But just make sure when you change it, you had a linking word like moreover, what's more, right? You like, so blue light's bad for your eyes, affects your sleep patterns, right? It could make you tired and lazy in the morning, lacking motivation. Moreover, video games are harmful to society if children
attempt things that have been done in video games.
Yes, try to attempt things in video games. Do kids do that?
Yes, actually, they do it rather a lot of times.
Ooh.
Just in recent years, there has been children. Well, in my place specifically, there was people like going on a motorcycle and like slashing people with a freaking katana or a knife. One of my classmates was raised by it, and some other classmates actually had some scars, like their jaw was kind of cut off.
Their jaw?
Yeah, like it was like a clean cut through it. It didn't like fall off, but it was like hanging there.
And this is your classmate?
No, it's a different classmate of a different class, but it did happen.
Still close enough. And these kids thought they were in a video game.
Well, most overly, it's because they were, like, I guess, bullied, because they did say that it's their fault. But I'm also bullied right now, but I don't go out there my way to, like, slash people. That's just too much.
Yeah, no, yeah. Don't take a katana, you know, to a bully. There's better ways to handle bullies. The best way to handle bully is just having a good life, you know, just living a happy life.
Practically ignore them.
Yeah, that's it. That it takes away their power. Because if you give in, if you react, they're wanting to get that one up on you.
Small bit of satisfaction.
Exactly. Yeah, that smidgen of a satisfaction. Yes, you're completely right. And that's it. And how old are you, Hui? Are you 16 as well?
I'm currently 16, turning to 17.
17. All right. Great. And do you guys go to different high schools?
Probably.
Okay. Which high school do you go to?
It's in Songma. It's in Sona.
Swanla. All right. I taught at a high school in Swanding.
Oh.
So actually, no, I know exactly where your high school is. I did some just cover classes in the summertime in the Swanding High School, but the Swanla High School, I know it's on a corner of the Vochicom, right?
I'm not sure about that, but
okay, maybe not. Okay, but then different school. Nguyen, what school do you go to?
It's university.
Oh, you're in university right now.
I'm 17.
Oh, you're 17. So which high school do you go to?
I am a high school student.
Yeah. So, and what's the name of your high school?
University High School for the Gifted.
All right. You're are you in the math program?
Like we use like English. My class will use the English program to.
Oh, you're in the English program. Excellent. Good for you. Yeah, it's no, I know that school as well, and yeah, there's some incredibly smart kids, gifted kids in that
normal is normal.
normal is no, yeah, to you it's normal. Yeah. Is there any bullying at your school?
So not really too much, but every student in my school is really normal. Like not too much intelligent. Like they use normal word, like use like not too much intelligent. Like like people in my school is very funny, and they try their best not like to understand everything. They try to understand how they here to do.
Right. Well, that's fine. You know, sense of humor is linked to intelligence. So when people have a good sense of humor, when you can make somebody laugh, it actually shows that you are actually quite a smart person. And think of everybody who can make you laugh and who you think is, or times you've made other people laugh. So I think there's something to that. You're being humble right now about yourself and about your classmates, but I'm sure you guys are quite clever.
Every student in my school are trying to more better in the past.
Yeah, no, it's great to work hard. Always keep motivating yourself. Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah, always. It doesn't stop. Even I'm 34 years old, and I still have to learn. I still have to study. I'm every day. It's it doesn't stop. It gets more, but it gets better. And just with work and study and just always trying to improve yourself. It's a lifelong journey. So and Tuan, what about you? What school do you go to, Tuan? What high school?
VN UIC High School.
VNUIS High School. Excellent. And I guess you live in VNUIC?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And tell us about your high school. How are the students? Is there any bullying going on? Are they funny? Are the students clever? Your classmates?
I don't understand.
All right, sure.
I'm
Tell
sorry.
us. No problem. Tell us one compelling, one interesting thing about your high school. Tell us about VNUIC High School.
Mm,
I think you should say, well, my school, I have a lot of friends. Maybe at my school, the students are very kind. At my school, sometimes there's bullying, but I don't really care about that. At my school, we have a really good sports team.
VN UIC High School very good. It have more 400 million Việt Nam đồng.
Ooh. For 1 year?
5 year.
5 years. Okay, so you have to pay Mocham Chio for 5 years of
400.
400. Oh no. 400 million.
No,
That's expensive. Okay, then it must be a nice. Is it a nice building? Depcom?
billion. 400
Billion.
billion. Yes.
400 billion
Yeah.
to go. Oh, the school was built and it cost
Is
400 billion. All right.
is
Ooh, okay. Wow. I bet it has amazing infrastructure.
Vĩnh Phúc near Hanoi.
There at VinFook near Hanoi. I think, all right. Well, that sounds like a really good school. It must be new and modern.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. Well, that's really lucky. And that's really interesting too. Very compelling indeed. Fantastic. We do have some more questions. We're almost out of time, guys. Is there any way that could you send me? Oh yes, Nguyen.
I want to talk more about the student in my school.
All right, yeah, please.
Student at my school is very good, but the specialized school student in my school are not a Roman.
Say that again. Not
a Roman. No, sorry, arrogant.
arrogant. The
Sorry.
students at some of them are, or none of them are.
My health is not too good, so my voice is not really.
Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry.
They are often is very humble and always try to improve themselves to achieve high result. Yeah, this is all I want to talk to you.
All right, terrific. Did everybody hear that? So at Nguyen school, the students aren't very arrogant, right? Hui, what about at your school? Can the students be arrogant? The classmates be arrogant sometimes at your school?
I'm pretty sure everyone in my school is arrogant.
Okay. So Nguyen, everybody's humble. Everybody in my school's arrogant, right?
To be honest, there are some exceptions where people are more reserved to themselves, but most of the time they are very outgoing and very arrogant.
So they think they're good at everything, and they think they're better than other people, and they like to talk about themselves. That's.
They even then bring me out so they can feel better about themselves, even though I'm actually better than them.
Of course, and that's what they'll do. They'll
and
but
to feel better about themselves.
That's it. And but you'll have the last laugh, because you know what? Actions speak louder than words, right? A good idiom for you young men there, right? It's not about what you say. People can say anything. It's about what you can do. Doing is what matters. Achieving is what matters.
It's about what you see, not what you say.
Yes, what you see, how they see you. Terrific. And all right, so we're almost out here, and I'm going to be on again on Wednesday. All right, so if you guys can get these questions ready for me. I don't know if could you pick one and send me a video? If you don't have to if you don't want to, but this is just some questions before we leave. So it was nice to talk with you all, and I hope this was a good exercise for your speaking ability. And not only that, but we shared some good ideas as well. And that's what it's all about. Finding the connection with each other. So that's it. I think we're gonna end there for tonight. So all the best, gentlemen, and I will see you maybe on Wednesday. Any last questions for me?
Good night.
Yeah, good night to you, Nguyen. All right, good night, Hui.
I think I'll do one on the fourth question.
The fourth questions, please do. Yeah, definitely. I like that. I would want to hear from you. So just
Good night.
You have a good night. And sorry, I haven't been able to speak much. Thank you so much. Wish you good health. I appreciate it, Tuan. All the best to you. Bye-bye.